Yamoache ama wo akwa Adom TV sunie ene memenda match boso meni de toso eduonu ensia se no otwenya abose ya na Nnawotwe dwumadi ene yesim kunya na donhwere mienu eda ye nemu no ye bobo ensemo a eho ehia woman na eboa woman kanko ene woman empuntu omidin the chief Jerry Force on behalf of my solid production team well by Kofi Ampedu eda no meda sepa so afidie no eda ha wo hwen Adom TV san so tie enka sempa 94.7 FM yedi dwumadi yedi free studios ha 355 Fanofa Street ewo kokomlimli enkran yedi dwumadi yedi bro yesha se mintimi sha se obra menbo Black Stars for abaso manembo mabaso enra World Cup playoffs omone the Super Eagles of Nigeria Ewo Kumasi Babanyara Sports Stadium. It was fantastic. I mean, if you ask me, Ubi Samia, I say boys, you know, pa some who so omo bobo pa achakakra, omo bobo sani enra omo bo no achakakra. Anapay ya betu train and komo ya chemu mienu e fa edi kan no. Mene the Deputy General Secretary of the ruling New Patriotic Party, lawyer Nana Obri Buahin. Abronye enemrani ayesa no. Ono many kind no ashen komo no asi ria. The National Communication Officer of the NDC, lawyer Sami Jefi, and so ba be come home. Na ya twetwe enkomo yani lawyer Obribwahin lots of issues are ye bebuobo ho lawyer offer no ka say don hwere ba ko de ansumi o e say man be don hwere miensa konan na otimi aka say abronye akwaba
just so
e ba to bibia boko de
say abronye no ye me na na kura abro nye abro enye enti me company no me ya na abronye nti be de me wo fa se kwa mbafo ko secondary school no
oh
na amanfo bisa akora we na ni adana dodo ofre lawyer Obribwahin abronye wo fa se lawyer Obribwahin abronye wo fa
nti ho ne madin no e be da wo fa se no eso
nti abronye bra me nsoma abronye bra be we na je se oye abronye
I see me no ya abro de enye abronye ana pa yepukru de wa be studio ba de
abro with the abro enye
okay
you take it like that ever fun sir
de nyame ase enra match no timi hwe bi
I tell you football dem shebo football
ball pa
before that cry me share Cameroon Nigeria
okay
I say ball pa I tell ball mean say omo ball no it looks like omo I say yati team for bi na omo ebo with Nigeria no ball na even though
standard common no say the boys no say omo so much bibi
yeah standard no mum na dey to ho ana wo fam kakra but enro no te say Cameroon na yakoye no Afcon no na wo mugina park so unhunu Nigeria no kese but enro no de ohun si Nigeria ewo ho
okay
anti it is okay Ghana Nigeria de untimi nkase we anya de no o munyina ya de yakoho ana ebe determine no Ghana Nigeria since the 60s predictable
okay
yeah since the 60s
Abemuwa afene jani uhuni da say and obi ka chem say yenya new Asamoah Jan for Black Stars o hwe abofra na ho keka
no yeah fast then Asamoah Jan scoring prowess no nyanhu so obi sa Asamoah Jan betima gina chichi baby
no fire but we shouldn't also forget Asamoah Jan. It took time. This is a young lad.
Yeah, no correct. Asamoah Jan playing for Liberty professionals and some Bruce. So you can say they are not correct. Not correct.
Into with time, no.
With time, about Gavi or Pedri, or compare no with Nesta or Xavi. A bit take time. So I want to make it. Araju, all the compare local semi compare Dani Avesa. It will take time.
Okay. All right. What I come on eso. Abrabomu to say generally Niama in fact na saying baby Ghana baby abefa bia. Or the assassin. Yeah, it is true, no. Baby abefa bia obi complaining. No correct. My nipa bone ana meye ahomaso nipa ana meye dwan nipa. So one giant
na manyantomo. Na me ya homaso nipa na dwa na memu ade more especially ya wo ye kurase ye tie kurase ye nyine we kurase wom tete ye kurase no be bia be nam bia no na kurase instincts no e wo ye ho until people are complaining that is true but I think they believe should take advantage when the castle must sabi. Now, so the born be to. But of course, see castle na Ghana all over the world. All over the world. All over the world, we are seeing.
And not to say acquire your excuse.
Oh, it is not an excuse. It's a reality.
For the government incompetence.
It is not an excuse. It is not an excuse.
Russia-Ukraine war, COVID-19 pandemic.
It is not an excuse. It's a reality. A reality on the ground, all over the world. But yeah, now I'm President Nkasibe issue homegrown policies. I think so. I'm extremely happy to have an Nkasibe MF. No, sometimes be a case bit here and this year. Me politics of Mranti Brim. My no started temo. Saturn and then my food be
2003, 2004.
Never ngobe. Oh, me no watch and then my MPP mu dominated MPP mu from 1992. Me free mu from youth organizer regional to Minister of State. Regional chairman, Minister of State, back to Deputy General Secretary in opposition, Deputy General Secretary in power. I've been in the system. Until MPP mean free. Until me who's a near man born a cosro. But and yadia me say yentimi and control. Brano. We're able to control it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nnawotwe Yi and Finance Minister, Honorable Kanofuriata. Or de omampeni suma or de asuma no so on fameto Ghana for anim or de sa amania no ebebo Ghana for yenji be a few minutes na yentie nsem or de tu dwan bi na fe ba ye megina so na fe yantwetwe enkomo Honorable Kanofuriata.
Diesel and petrol have increased by 57% and 45% respectively. Unlike in other countries where the hike in crude oil prices and exchange rate volatility are leading to shortages in supply of petroleum products, government is implementing measures to guarantee constant supply of petroleum products. To mitigate the impact of the rising price of petroleum products at the pump for the next 3 months, government has decided to reduce margins in petroleum price build-up by a total of 15 pesos per litre with effect from 1st April. Discretionary spending is to be further cut by an additional 10%. The Ministry of Finance is currently meeting with MDAs to review their spending plans for the rest of the 3 quarters to achieve the discretionary expenditure cuts. 2, these times call for very efficient use of energy resources. In line with this, there will be a 50% cut in fuel coupon allocations for all political appointees and heads of government institutions.
Okay. Into Honorable Kanofuriata, Finance Minister, na yekuti no. Abranye, ebo a mo share Ghana for yetisikaso enso ekwamodien. Ene sisi ani aye huni. Ama Ghana for do no aye disappointed. One me adwene sa.
No. The very disappointed. Abra. All right. Nipa no gidi say as I said on that sora kill some mana ma into be disappointed like you are saying. Say niema bo no kosoro na ho kire mo be disappointed. I agree. But ma refi look at the other side of the coin. What yetisikaso?
No, but so say nipa no sorry or person man atofri sroba.
No.
That is I don't think it's a fair.
No, what I'm saying
is Ghana or maybe no man atofri sroba.
When we were making promises say ye ba. We man near Macono. I'm just a be any party say, oh, yeah, I kill some man.
But say, okay, but say, okay, yet Tisikaso, Oba, fuel to say, okay, so bar, or betting.
I agree. Yeah, with Yasia, because near my no a cotton and I'm ditro. I do the must let me admit that fact. Near my cotton, I'm ditro. But me, say, Boapaye, say, a banana that's a me, ya Boapaye. I'm a Ghana for much room. And so car, Meno, and Yajan. But you now, so because you're Tisikaso, now you're home chilling. Memum, I did back when when is ye live your summer mocking. Tana me dagin home. Because
I just say, Abra, or man penny, the then candidate, or Cassay Tisikaso for comedy, no, now or share future said that you are 11 bar. And the Magana for your one high.
No, me did this. Yeah, me did too. yet is castle. We are talking me Sabia, me Magdalene, I mean wrong. So taxes. Now, the last year mechanic say telecommunication companies, you know. Mumu Nkwano 2022 from 2021 January 2022 they made about 76.1 billion cedis. Billion cedis 1 year. So it means that government you know be expanded tax base you know. No obia tuabi obia tuabi obia o sandis kan o tuabi ya. Menye ni say e bone. Yati sika so dan so kom de yen. Say expand no sa na bia tuabi ni yenya sika no ni yenyina ye no kakra. Menye ni say e bone. Mbajo automatic. So abina bisa am ka say look me attitude towards you living no. Menye to say MPP. Me dey say look ehia me dey me who say ehia. One because government what policies bebre wo ho ye pese ye we yan kwati adromra ya hane. Yan kwati adromra ya hane. Na anu adai o mama abana ma yaso ante say enche anse na be 2024 no na say ye kokumase a won fa ingiresi kromu biu won fa anyinam kromu biu won fa konongo kromu biu na makwa na yetiatia ye be fa mfikiri se ne nkokọ ne nsamom ye fa mfikiri no se be fa mfikiri na kwa na yetiatia man ya na je so mbe yikwa na to baabi o be yikwa na to baabi a e sikasem.
No, but ye ka sikasem, do you think say enchirima posterity at the beche MPP aban because in the history of Ghana abanya wa bob besia pa MPP aban. In fact me pacho
Abansha wa putu juma pa
neba in opposition.
True or false?
One of the attacks that I'm attacking
NDC or false? Abanya wa putu juma pa in the history of this country MPP.
It's relative. A relative.
Abanya wa putu juma pa MPP. Okay, relative. That is the gospel truth.
Prove it.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Prove it.
Road sector. Abanya atimi amagana kwa yade ko bibi tuntum aguso pa ne kese pa Ghana hano akufo ado ajekum kofo. After Don Diego de Azambuja arrived at Cape Coast, Ghana na kwa amena nsa ko shiaro no. Abani a watimi abama ko tare ama yayi kwa
but honorable of your friend saying Amakwata or parliament there were specific questions when me provided data
manyam akwanta me obri bohan even if the minister don't more specifics now I am telling you authoritatively.
Then you should be able to back it with some data. So, we've constructed about so and so kilometers.
I'm saying that in terms of road construction, road networks in this country, Ghana, after 657, about 70% will be the new patriotic party of Ajekum Kofo and Nana Akufo-Addo. Some people go to the road ministry.
So how does that answer claims in opposition? Equine berry. So Andy Sabai say why equine your berry. Now you are singing praises about equine hodwa my
akana ya but akana a facilitative. And that
Sabrenga munim.
Oh, now there President Mahama Dubai Circle Dubai. Out of Nigeria, no man better no more. Yeah. And now the Pokuas now just Circle Dubai. So that's Circle Dubai, dear, you say. Kohe Pokuas. Kohe Pokuas. Kona udu Pokuas, but the castle will now no more. Sabi, where Mutuka Bruchiri. Udu Pokuas and I don't know more. Who says, Namina Bruchirana. No, I be a Busia Boivia. I am not saying Sabosiambono. Me, I'm being very honest. Me, Kazebia.
Of our name, Pokwase Hona me Fakufi. Metiama Sama.
Okay, good. So,
Hona me fa. But one more no more to idea of Honebeka say. Yes, I didn't see Hunty. One more Jumamo.
Tobut. Omugaza Tobut, the Yano. Mana Omoton, Yama, so near my abom. But the other man wants to move up and down the piano. Sounds a man.
And what I say?
So I say, over satisfy obia sadia enye yi mana na ya salai no a na omoton chips na ade ade no ana omunya bibi
omoton trophy ni bayre ni ade wo
yeah bibi no as I say na adwuma na bo no ono no complaining but look at Ghanaians Ghana for do no can no start from Achibota udi don hwe be na nanu me na meka kiro me boa ansa na obepa kopa bedu ti say Samom junction no one hwe bedi be don hwe num what you see
me too
so we are focusing na facilitate niam bebre
abronya let's discuss realities me car ketua won say ye twam no hu car ketua bi a me koyi we ma no private car can na me failure ma failure 220 Ghana cedis and ne 200 Ghana cedis crown half tank emru 200 Ghana cedis you see salary emergency so baby ejina these are the things that we want the government to be talking about school fees bo okosoro tomatoes bo okosoro emo bag ne bo okosoro anwa ni nyina bo okosoro and
I'm not here sub ka frachu say praise singer no I think that my nyini wo mfie mu manyini wo nwoma mu manyini wo amanyese mu nti ne ese medeto no ese se medeto
medase
ne ese medeto ese se medeto that is a brief boy for you no so what can you say medeta da bia mekenkan aban na say flash policies no aban no will reconsider those flash
review
reconsider review scrutinize that now Minister of Agric, why are Dr. Kutu, why are as a minister? Why are near my baby, why are papa? But I never come some beside who say flash policy to say planting for food and jobs. Mimi was in me call Techima. So, I don't say go bujina ho say. Now, she articulated said the tomatoes, Eddie Jenny, Eddie Mako, Eba.
Efrihimba
Burkina na wotema ana we sabi o yansani ana wani afi na we no kanite so bribu anyame
ebe how yeah
with
ebe how ebro Cote d'Ivoire ye de ebro yellow corn ni e di bifi Cote d'Ivoire
abro de nye humpo
ehu pa
ne ehu tomatoes afra abro de di pa me hene be di abro but I'm saying say if you have a policy like planting for food and jobs
no want me amana njina na ntimi
na minister no so me gitum waya ade Dr. Kutai ade pa in honesty waya ade because me was agric binumu cocoa sector no nyama but na say ye abon for your friend no afra tomatoes afra jene mako Burkina ba it tells you say hey something must be done then we must take a second look at planting for food and jobs. And that is why I'm principled and honest.
Okay, in principle, no, one of the policies are we expect to say be review
and planting for food and jobs. Planting for food and jobs.
Has it been successful? And I fail.
I will not say that it is a failure. No, it's not but I'm saying that we must take a second look because for all you know, right from your fancy, you know. Near him say Burkina de sere anwea na se na kwakoba say in a single day tomatoes are efa solar bole any tomatoes efa tamale so solar bole ya ha and tamale so ya ha but I do be fa tachiman
yeah
not to say tomatoes ni gene ni mako maybe about 100 articulators. If you are honest politician, if you are honest Ghanaian, if you are honest farmer, say, hey, yeah, Nnawotwe Yi.
But say in failure, why would we even have to review?
Failure won't be the appropriate word. But level no, I say, Nyamaye huno, and Nuho. I will use the word failure.
But you hear appropriate word.
Appropriate word.
To describe planting for food and jobs. Yeah, you are a lawyer.
Wholly successful. Men kind of failure, wholly successful.
And yet wholly successful.
Yeah.
Partially successful.
That's what we need to take a look at. Because me, yeah, woman, men crab, men kai say, run over best 10, 15, 20 years back. Touchment here, there, ma, Akumadan, Jomo, Tertiary, sukumu tomatoes no ba adaka na de ukota achi de krom ukwa akomadan tomatoes abeto no efribokina jena abeto no efribokina mako sunya ni dom efribokina mako dom ebrekum no but tomatoes doma hinkro joma it means that we must take a serious look at planting for food and jobs.
Ofa say o set target na target no went me end room
anye failure no sir.
In quality management it is failure.
You're wholly unsuccessful.
And then
it is not a failure.
No, you are being a little diplomatic.
I'm not being diplomatic.
Yeah.
Failure and say why yes ube achieve na kase wanya ube person nya bro mag ha na wanya kura nya bro mag nu that one is a failure. But so konya aduonum yenu aduonum yensa enya successful but enya wholly successful but enya wholly a failure. So we need to take a second look at that planting for food. Another idea about menso. No, maybe I'm talking as a practical man. Until you MPP new TMU, we NDC new TMU OCP. Politics and the baby Monfanton Chene. Monfano say a practical Ghanaian, a kurasi ni lawyer bitia, a kurasi ni politician bitia, Obia won a kurasity, and now all church and never be a come. Now look,
but I crossing a treasure for penny a bid actually. I buy one what is
or that's what time you are the crisis bank. No, you see, we are in March. So what in a crisis? Now say unim jomna the other na. This time of the season banche especially banche. Some ka banche
yeah.
Cassava. Bebre nya. Odi wo fufua bebre enye. This time of the season one konya baby a body in western region, western north ne ahafonom a ubenya body in some parts of water region. Ubenya body pa ya body a. Ani ya ha anu nyina odi wo fufu a esay. Nti this time of the season so obe wahwe a ade Ghana fo edi pa kese pa so obekoto banche. No be no abewie na banche ne nye.
Asay.
Na body ne nye no obeto mo. So around this time, no, March, April, May, no, I am telling you, as the importance of rice. This is the time I'm more important.
And when you say na bonus run,
yeah, and then I make chance. And another thing I will perhaps advise the government to take a look at is the borders, no, the closure of the borders.
Maybe sir, borders here are closing. On the issue of 100 Street One Factory, I have policy ni pa. Only me agnes.
Remember how there. What does remember how pacho? Oh, my missia.
Oh, I'm saying 100 Street One Factory. Planting for food and jobs.
Nnawotwe Yi. Now, you see, with the closure of the borders, you know, rice, Cote d'Ivoire, whatever means, Cote d'Ivoire will rice and oil power. Cote d'Ivoire, and to do this time of the season, no, men so no failure, no. Na dia no hwan yadre no wa close border with Cote d'Ivoire enya nsunsanso bi wo Ghana so. Why? Because Sanka Kofi Badu krom, Tachi krom, Gono krom, Atuna, Kwamse krom, Sampa, Dokochena. Then you go to the western region. Akati so you go to Jansen Koko, you go to Kwasu, Hele, Dadia so Enchi, Elubonum nyina no Mono timba ma mono bi kura bedru kumase mono binim timba bedru nkran and prices of mono ebeba from price of oil and government should take a second look at the closure of the borders even though those countries no nyanya no ye de mama ye nyen abali can take a serious look at that. So look, we are going to open the borders but what about cross bia de o bagana ha na so Ghana kwa je so show you COVID. So what
you think it's going to work?
Oh, but it is a measure. It is a measure. It is a measure. No, because Obia, me na make a throw, na matram broche. I do this time of the season. And na kofi bia munu fakesia no Ghana ha no tom. Because we go to body, we go to banche. No baba no na banche na nye de. Our baby banche no so say nya. Just one man abena sana wa say.
Well, your policies here, you share one district, one factory.
As for one district, one factory, I will praise it to the highest heavens. Me obribwahe. A remarkable achievement for any government in Africa, not in Ghana. And then I say no walking. Bruni beka abase no walking. One district, one factory. Anya banu na say senior high school bi na banu na sisi ada college of education. Na private participation. Private. What? Say Ghana nya for ahudie na one district, one factory ni banka ni say atete say tiny plan boy no. Why? Mame maubi.
Meet you.
Hwekasa prekon. Ukokumasi ya santo abebe.
Yeah.
So hu wo mo dan no.
Yeah.
Dan say na tie. And wo hu dan no. A private company bidia kasa prekon. And Exim Bank aso ni sisi. Kwabra da ko farms. Private company egu kojo to. And a bank bi aso ni sisi. And na kwabra kwabra da ko. What in make na say? Kodon fete ya boahe. Ofribrekum. Assistant by ADB. Enya Ghana banisika. And then me born da wura mamati asese. One district, one factory. No Ghana bani facilitate. Enya ni sika. Individuals no kono akwaje na bosia.
Okay, and
to that extent, we be tell studio has na ndem free district ha na ndem ande say one factory na ndem bi ni me district catch us please jawa sam na work ya bo ahi be tomato factory na ofribrekum ope baby obe factory na obenya mfaso omoka kohwe facility ya bo ahi dia si don fete e chen kofi buzi ya tomato factory na oye na omwanchi no Ghana ban sponsor ye no ko don fete for wani kohwe. And when these things are being set up all over the country, Oko baby abro yident sunyane. And na yident to abro wa bro wa gare say yident the gare ko Nigeria yident sunyane. One district, one factory. One district, one factory. The sign Tandoso Bricks and Tiles factory. Na ya aso am dia na abedi onene mahwa amanso. Koshe and never Santas or more producing. A one district, one factory, with an assistant from an Indian company. When I sit down Abanadia, I am daring anybody in country say one district, one factory, no. We gan Abanisikan or then bottom Sikakosia.
It is Abaniji credit for
Abanana has every right because on a creative avenue. On a creative
avenue, no.
Yeah. One district, one factory, and a commander sugar factory, you know Kagana Banabo. One district, one factory. Nka Commander Sugar Factory. Commander Sugar Factory. In Dallas, Ayaboke. Now you one district, one factory. Nka Babasa. One district, one factory. No dear. It is a Ghana card. It is a free senior high school. So can this you can't do one district, one factory buy. And this in the Ghana card buy. And this in the free senior high school buyer. Can you bring by major and people and DC? What these issues are? A man kwana anymore.
Okay.
And yeah, be better na. And MPP and city fee there be and this come on. One district, one factory, giving the necessary support.
Okay, well, Fanti.
As I'm talking now, there are a lot of people who are knocking at the doors of the banks. Yeah, Pesca. Because the last time I went there, no, about 80% of one district, one factory, no. Greater Accra, Eastern region, Central region, Western region, Ashanti region. And Ashanti region. No, me beside. Ma me no hono. No, me kwatran anim. Me dey am ye security. All me nua bema. Nipa ni na de ni sika beye. Nti ba bia ope no.
Ho na de.
Ya bo ahin ba ya tomato factory. Ya bo ahin no ibrekum ni no te West Legon ha. No one BBD. Ya bo ahin won BBD. Canada, Japan, they say, orange factory. You don't expect Canada, Japan, so the Beko Abronia, or the Beko Asin. Or no, a copain of Bosnia. What in your metro and I say? And you know, one district, one factory in India. A remarkable achievement for the MP, and I think that every country in Africa be a Besuambia because I know Bane. Say, you for who dear no Nakasania, when Nanka Ebaya, and Kayakuyan. Now, Kumasi Kwani so, oh, yeah, do baby, or Bishop boats are not. factory. One district, one factory.
Yeah.
One district, one factory. Nanka yanka ejoso baby a womo se wombe in lamp Bankra. Would you say sika abanya say from ajekum ko 4 pencil, we ya bane pencil, billions of dollars. Ghana bane sika. Nanka one district, one factory. Nanka nipa ba ko jitum say me so mbe in lamp port no. Enka ni
Adom TV Sunye mene the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, lawyer Nana Obri Boahin, and I'm no air to trim como. Me the Chief Jerry Forson, Yinche Homra.
Tawa say, so was shaving. I mean, did he so shaving? When you are dear me, person we hear me say, oh, I don't want it down. Found the teams, not subscribe. Who subscribe ya? Video, be a debate to be a Ubenya Queen. I was waiting ya. And yet, like, na share. Dear me, person we say, sign pounds a team share so. Now, what we be so, enye bi. No, so far more bi. Na air come, na ye quiet.
Certainly, baby, okay, mama, and I say so. If you know, Adom TV Sunye also tea and Kawasempa 94.7 FM. Now, to do my dear, and a guswa, yeah, de bro. Stay with us on Facebook for comments to her. Beji Brena Fee, yakin kind at the amount. Mene lawyer Nano Obri Boahin, Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, and a guswa hanma, yeah, train and come on. A Januaso. Of a Nejama woman the whole day cry.
Some guys say, remember how no mom don't show back one. One year she. There's some mom don't show me a fan and not me answer. Because you see, it is true. Nyamani be on my communicators in a choir. Woman can. And ya womuswa. Yan painful mim can be yet. Then I command a diama communicators in here. Since someone they walking. Party no as a disconnect between what the government is doing and what the party is doing to support. But because I be call honor no, see, look, the honorary consul in Mauritania, Ghanaian, oil free, Gan Adangbeha. He has a factory in Mauritania. You know, he imports yellow maize from Brazil. 2 factories. Akeseba Santini, Mauritania. They import yellow corn from Brazil. Nensanya buy a bronya yam tea and a menon din commercial. And your lawyer, some bet media. So I know some minimum ready no. Maybe in 1 district, 1 factory. No ma Bruno Yatonia process it. One does 1 factory, the Obi catch is a both MPPO, NDCO, CPPO, 1 district, 1 factory, free senior school, and Ghana Cardinal. A remarkable achievement for the MPP. I am saying that what the member of this one.
Free senior high school, I must say, and also like in review.
Yeah, people are saying. Me, I'm not looking at the same review. No, and 2020. I'm saying that I am not putting on political spectacle. I'm making an objective-minded and honest assessment. Free senior high school, yeah, say a bunny obey no whom so big trap free college in Mudia. Some people are bankers say free senior high school obey one. Me coffee wine make JMPP. Professor
Daya suggested say schools need to hold my money pay. You know,
now schools need to Professor Daya should stop that argument. Professor Daya be an imam papa. But ya nebe be wosika abehwe. Me ko school no. Senior secondary school. Na me makwa no ba me hwane praye to no. Me do ko ase. Me twa hwe de to no. Ansa na me ko no me so akresi to no. Me tono nchechera. Me mama ni bi, me papa ni bi. Koko ba scholarship na me nya ya medical secondary school. Me go school ni bi nim twa. Na me so twa bi num. Enso me nya call secondary school no. And me wo ha. And now ba me fear. You can talk of about 3 lawyers. Me mama mienu lawyers. Me mama wo nana lawyer. Me mama san wo nana wo mo law school. Back up. Sana busuan bi so nya that opportunity no a Enka eyebri.
No, but Abronya, genuinely, obi wo hono ma, obiso de back to school obetimi atua. Because genuinely there are challenges with the free senior high school.
Challenges in the sabi. Young Roman for
I'm trying to be school and they school feeding. Aduane kwen one my de senior high school for no.
Ma men come ebro. Young Roman for issue catechism no. Sabi shira him kura challenges wo mesrem. I'm not blaspheming. Because young kurana na issue catechism but ye team you kura Nyankopon ni dodo. Nem ko bisa so na ya de Nyankopon so nim so ada de no ball wo. Ada no ball Lucifer. Olobrubu ahinde oya kura bone dodo. Asema be nye no. You look at that. As for challenges all over the world, in marriages, challenges. Even a war, my men are one man challenges. So the mere fact that we have challenges with free senior high school no, doesn't mean we should call for the abolition of that. Because ye mo bebrenu, me kosuku na mi twabi, an never be a mabeduri. Biso ano twam, na mi hia na mesramika wo, menkasa na ye. But mesramika, o hwa ne lewa na o wira ho ama no. O ka so no so nya college ni bi ko ya.
Okay.
So Ghana card, free senior high school, 1 district 1 factory no. It's a remarkable achievement. Me say media name ka say NDC kura nan ka dey policies no buy am come giant people call NDC. We need to be honest and sincere. Ghana card, Kofi Buzia na started in 1970. No year card no. Kofi Buzia kwa abanu bia no ho buy ya, o ye na dwene. Bedi wa fo nko bebre na buy.
NDC for buy oma Ghana card no.
NDC ya Ghana card. Professor Hiazi, wa mo de man o tibi ya dai. Me wa kra na Professor Tafia, ajekum ko fo na start here. NMPP call 208 wa mo free so. Professor Tafia ko Professor Hiazi be o tibi ya dai. NDC fia wa twa o tibi ya Ghana card. To the stand say na MPP be mo tibi be Ghana card do tin two kwan. And you think that this is a mere achievement? You think that is a mere achievement?
Okay.
So you may not be a supporter or sympathizer of MPP, but I'm telling you, sir, comparatively, no, this Dankwa Buzia Dombo tradition, no, for Buzia, for Ajekum Kofo, for Akufo-Addo, by a dear papa, and not even, with due respect, not even the Nkrumah's regime can challenge any of their regimes. Kwame Nkrumah said, "No, sabi. Do you remember? No, yeah, motorway. Yati say why motorway? Kwame Nkrumah why idea?" Ajekum Kofo started from 37. Ajekum Kofo started from 37. Kwano no de ko si peduase. Nso anu dia wo monka.
Wofa won say. Nsem bi say na mo kan. Aya Ghana fo no bebre. Eye o mabufu. Say ode abanyo wo so yi. E de toto osade for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Adwuma wo bedi. As Ghana's first president.
Ghana population was.
Yenja yasem.
Ode 24 February kwesi assess match yetwam. 1st July, you may share Kwasi Pratt and Tennis in International in Yankasa. Makuba Kuma Transcend International in Yankasa. Kakuba could have master. No, but not comparison. If we need to be very honest and sincere, Ghana's population at the time Ghana from Ghana amount of research we had, the facilities and the infrastructures in the academic circle everywhere. And Ghana, Nigeria, Bobo. No, bit if you the mobile phone to take it. And you think that it is a mere achievement? My brother, you think that it is a mere achievement? Then we'll be forced to make some very critical comparisons. Can be.
Kwame Nkrumah by university say Ghana has its here. We better about come you be free man. University say what hanging Kwame Nkrumah will see. MPP by mobile
the word we are using, the word we are using what? What Kwame Nkrumah is here. No, you see. MPP Ajekum Kofo ba ye no anse no ba Catholic University aba and now am chapter na ga university say wasisi adare ade ase no mo kan senior high schools community based senior high schools Ajekum Kofo be ye no Kofi Buzia be ye no go ga say agro. The problem with us, and let me repeat it, with the Dankwa Buzia tradition, say
what kind of idea? And Quebec say in the educational sector, NDC, Abayo training, e-blocks, I don't do
what do you mean, e-blocks?
And polytechnics.
I am also say, Mama, one was see every senior high school, every college of education, every university. Every many no Ajekum Kofo Akufo-Addo no wo facility wo ho MPP for no problem ne say they have chalked a number of successes. But one more achievement, no. Now one team tunnel, and no moon tunnel.
Of a yanko emrase muka.
Yo yanko emrase. Yanko.
Supreme Court ruling by if Deputy Speaker so bit me atwaba so want me to aba.
Na 90 minutes in show. Ya ka 90 minutes in this.
Say one hour keep time nana.
Dabi. Some say 1 hour. No, it's
over. Ojini say ruling.
People come to your studio here. They don't want to. Obetra no ya MPP nia. Na MPP ya nyama nyosemsa. Obetra no ya NDC nia.
Na so obetra hey MPP na waya.
No, I am praising where the praise is due.
You've even gone to the extent of comparing the current MPP government with Osage for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Never mind, and I still stand by that. I still stand by that. I owe nobody an apology. MPP ya dear. Pa we kicking if you want so what you mean my Ghana card? Ghana card.
No, but lawyer Bronye.
Oh dear, my yanko.
This is arrogance of power. Because another you think where bread and butter issue you can want and Ghana card as a bread and butter issue.
Ghana card is a remarkable achievement. A remarkable. And then Okoshabolu Kumasenra. When was the first time in the history of this country? Huh? Yana to free Asian Ghana. Morav is better in 13 something. Now, Stadium, Akoshabola, better use mobile for to take it. Digitization of ticket. Now, I want to talk about any body in some kind of current. Hey, Fat Croffaces, or my idea with digitization
of I am
reception. Now, Supreme Court about saying, Justice Abud Lai.
Yes.
MPP financier, MPP member, MPP activist, MPP sympathizer. No speaker to Kwani. Nabe koto aba. No deputy speakers are to be. Na just Abud Lai dia Supreme Court. Or the quiet all of Copenhagen. Supreme Court to be copedia ya Copenhagen. Upe so invoke the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Unless maybe a presidential elections. An interpretation of constitution. No quite. Na o kokase deputy speakers intimon to abanabi na Supreme Court to kokase mi twantia deputy speakers team to abanabi be kokan ya buwe. And I'm extremely worried when you have a former president saying say that decision no is absurd. Come on, former president.
If I'm quote to former president say what is the determination of the Supreme Court that deputy speakers can shout aye or nay with the side they agree or disagree with in the voice vote? The Supreme Court is leading us into a realm of absurdity. This judgment is regrettable, and I look forward to the applicant applying for a review of this ruling.
That is unfortunate and regrettable remarks from a former president. Mambatraham. Obi amaye lawyer juma more than 30 years no. Ese me kasa mo bi se lawyer di penyin na kasa. Maya manyosem about 30 years no. Ese me kasa me hu se amanyosem ni penyin na kasa. Memfie ewa animu no. Ese me kasa me obi hu se me penyin na me kasa. Mampanyin what na mampanyin akonwa no so a. Ese se kasa me obi hu se penyin na kasa. Sabi ka frache. Metimi ne asabe jamfi asiedun katia otukono metimi ne ene chama ofosuampo no. Metimi ne ba kasa asere kolenda metimi kasa asere metimi ka bibi akirebe. But mentimi kasa bibi no nkira president Mahama. Onye me party mi kura watena mampanyina konya so da. So if you are former president, with due respect, o comments a obeka nyina no, ese wo hwe niye. Now, what is absurdity about this? One, he went there for an interpretation. And a Supreme Court to na. Is it the first time one Supreme Court to bachelor na there be? Would that be the last time Supreme Court bachelor na there be? Yet where the Supreme Court no ebeba. Now, wako Supreme Court. Let's look at the Constitution very well. Constitution, the framers of the Constitution, no. Ni abeka yan say, we a speaker, won come and yoku biya. That is what the framers of the speaker Constitution can. Now it is the standing orders of the Supreme Court of the Parliament. And now it is we a deputy. We no want to abanibi. And that is the more reason why the Supreme Court said that those standing orders are inconsistent with and in contravention of the provisions of the Constitution.
No, but the Constitution, Article 104.2, or say the Speaker shall have neither an original nor casting vote.
The Speaker, express mention of one thing silently means nothing. Express mention of one thing silently means that you don't bring anything into that. One, members, I mean, Constitution said the Speaker and the Speaker. The Constitution never talked of Deputy Speaker.
Okay.
Express mention of one thing. It means that silently it excludes everything. So the Constitution says the Speaker. That explains why, going by the Doe Ajaho principle, when Doe Ajaho was voted as a member of Parliament, or by the Speaker, or by elections. Joe Osei represents a constituency. The lawyer, Madame Fro Fomenano, independent candidate, Bojama constituency. Nowhere in the Constitution of Ghana, actually say we are deputy speaker, would you want to about? Because Constitution specifically, the framers of the Constitution specifically talked about the speaker and the speaker and nothing else. When it comes to the question of interpretation of Constitution, purposive interpretation. So you go and look at the Supreme Court case of David Apasora versus the Attorney General. Supreme Court said, look, Constitution there, 2020 Supreme Court of Ghana. Constitution there, ye chiremua, ye maya bene kote, ne ye chirem so ye mubuno tot, ye kikani nyina abom. Now, enti so akoka sa ontie. Now look, I've heard Dr. Obeda Samoa also saying, a legal luminary saying, sir, on the Supreme Court because Supreme Court because the Constitution, Parliament is a master of her own rules.
Yes.
That decision was made in judgment service the Attorney General. That is 1997.
The decision that says Parliament are masters of their own rules.
That is the 1997.
Yes.
Yes. And even in judgment service the Attorney General, where the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court even went on further to say, look, they should go back and the proper thing should be done. And the proper thing was that womonko vete ministers. So that case is by engagement service Attorney General. Now, yet to about 92, Constitution number 93. No. President Rawlings appointed ministers. No, also a champion, any they were ministers. So yet to about 96, we are about 97 now. Then Rawlings and the Parliament, Rawlings as an individual executive, and Parliament as the law-making body in Nigeria. But that benodie that after 92 elections. That was where the matter started. Okay. That is why it's known as judgment service the Attorney General. Okay. And this concept of prior approval, because the majority in Parliament then and the executive were saying so. But when they went to the Supreme Court said that, oh yes, you are master of your own rules, but you should go back. But look, let me tell Dr. Obeda Samoa that as a seasoned lawyer, maybe he has forgotten. The Supreme Court is not bound by her own decisions. Let me repeat. Mra, why would me catch Dr. Obeda Samoa say, me obribwa hemre? Supreme Court, no. The position of the law in Ghana is that Supreme Court is not bound by her own decisions. Supreme Court can depart from her own decisions. To that extent, no? Yes, that is the position of the law.
No, but how many times have we seen Supreme Court say?
Departing from her own... Yes. So many cases. So many cases. The Supreme Court has departed from her own position. Plenty cases. You understand? And this is Dr. Obeda Samoa. There have been an earlier decision. Says Supreme Court is master of her rules. That's the judgment of the Attorney General. Reported in 1997-98 Supreme Court of Ghana law report. The Supreme Court is bound by that decision. Categorically.
Lawyer Bribwahi, you share the law of natural justice.
Well, natural justice means
where a speaker or a judge sits in his own court and then, preside on a case that has to do with himself, that he has interest in. What?
So that is why.
Because in this case, if me a deputy speaker, my betting me represent Kukumlemle constituency, into my betting now ye voting. Now me am as deputy speaker, no, I am voting. Those in favor say aye. Now me am just so aye.
In law, we call it the gray area. Gray area is that the framers of the constitution and the constitution, no. In fact, we said hang parliament say that. Say no be any. And the Akobasa, now the highest court of the land, the Nankoka say, Deputy Speaker Tim Tuaba, they are the debate. We can, as a country, decide to amend.
Would you call for amendments?
Oh, but that's amendments. They might call for Nema Bebrebia and film,
including the Anansi.
Common sense dictates that as a country, no. Say we want to make the deputy speakers, no, Akonyano neutral. Quickly, we need to amend that. Common sense. Because you bring out to that can na young as money, young as any player one money no. You say that decision no, you implement here. Ebe hard in baby video. We need to amend. But it don't say the Supreme Court to care no what is say. Look, this is not the first time. I mean, Mobi. Your case is Abu Ramadan Evans Nimakon versus the Attorney General and the Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission TSC say, wow, they have insurance card, they better register. Parliament TSC Committee Subsidiary Legislation. What TSC say, who have insurance here, who better register and your voter card. Abu Ramadan and Evans Nimakon took the matter to court. The Supreme Court said no. Parliament at TSO, Electoral Commission at TSO, Yashagan and Branum Krojan, health insurance, no, am I unqualified to be a Ghanaian. And the other amount for President Mahama, I don't know one can say upset. President Mahama, I don't know so, because to a video President Mahama, I don't know one can say today upset. Now look, even in politics, political party there are rules and regulations. If you look at the definition of a political party, Hobbes, Aristotle, Makoke, and one definition, a group of people coming together and forming a political party with the view of attaining leadership. So political parties in Ayomu, and this Deputy General Secretary, Yatono Swaba, MPP Deputy General Secretary, Bento Swaba. You see, now, even in political parties, you know, as Senator Rollins, no person, and this is for him say, unku tagana voter idea, untiminina. In fact, and this is Muramuso, Ewamusa. Go and look at the Supreme Court versus the High Court, expert as Senator Rollins. Interested party is veracity. Koshe, President Mohammed, Mera Koshe. Even NDC as a party, no one rules and regulations. Supreme Court catcher said, say provision in the NDC constitution, no. Udi Gina Ghana constitution no one. That constitution no provision no a null and void.
Okay. So
that made as an editor to qualify to contest. Is that the first time? Hold on. Yes, Dr. Makoto 4 versus the Attorney General. President Hillary Mam Obayeno. Na a person for Kwambiso, a corner, a bunkam, the then Chief Justice Apollo. Anna. Parliament to cry out principle. Amakoto 4 took the matter to court. Amakoto 4 was represented by Nana Akufo-Addo and Chachuchi Kata. That is a 1980 Ghana Law Report Digest. It is in 1980 Ghana Law Report, and we have it in 1981 Ghana Law Report Digest. The Supreme Court said no. Yentimi ma Chief Justice no. Yensanin converted the view. Mpachoti ni ametra na say. Some can David Apasora versus the Attorney General. Look. Mami Samambio Brigadier retired 10 Adi versus the Electoral Commission. What happened in 1996? Brigadier 10 Adi called Canada. No Apostle Revelation Church. Okoye Nyansam. Brigadier retired. Obe no ya NDC ni. Ni ya close elections registration. He went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said no. We are now dinano. Mumiyam. Bepiem. Ama Brigadier retired 10 Adi. Supreme Court instructed the EC to open up. OBM.
Okay.
I'm a brigadier. The register no. Ghana for be register. then the Supreme Court confirmed President Mahama na in 2013 no. That time when we say court on decision is absurd. Okwa dia ne budget. Okwa dia ne budget. Nyanyantre dia onko.
Lawyer
President Mahama
Nana Obribwahin abronye. Ofa. Ofa bedase. Ofa bedase. Bedase.
Yeah.
Nana Obribwahin. Deputy General Secretary.
Last question. Yeah, I'm the Deputy General Secretary to conclude.
Yeah.
I am telling the whole world, so I'm say after July 2022, I'm not going to the MPP head office again.
Why?
Mr. T as the first.
I didn't free party him.
The first regional youth organizer in the. I started with Dankwa Buzia. Now Bono I have region. I'm a youth organizer. Number regional organizer MPP.
What rise it?
Number regional chairman. Maybe Minister of State. Deputy General Secretary. For the first time in the history of MPP. Obiabe Deputy General Secretary Mprenu. Media no ne opposition. Ne yasnaba power. I am not going to the party contest.
Why?
Perfect answer. Assembly here. I am going to present my own me the candidate to be baba. MPP left ban. Me the candidate to
be contested then.
Presidential.
Oh, okay.
Me the candidate to ba.
Why not?
I am proceeding na me money dimi.
I am proceeding.
But MPP for the campaign. Nti money dina ma ati. I am proceeding.
It was a call party head office will be you.
Me the man proceeding be bechini. Me the ne bechini Ghana fan nyina. I am proceeding. Ni ti wa twa ho sa. Onye kwakwa asemi die ota sere ota kiki and you know I want the whole world to listen and
say obam
ba me modiri ba ya campaign see anya ndwa na me dwa I envy the achievement of Moro Gala
Vice President Baumia na okana semi
me mo bia dini me bodina ma ati MPP for the ma obi anya campaign
no but you no answer na okay
me say man prusio wale gambaga na wa befro
spectacles
no man prusi binum kra fra me man prusi man say yeah
ya fancy na of us one say na
boy so na wan hwa na Moro Gala you see Moro Gala wo de ne ba ngo. In 1979, people felt that Moro Gala was going to contest. But there was a commission of inquiry against Moro Gala. Now, man, for you to say, Okutuabekoin, out of fisheries. Oh, was he papa? No, no, so address fine. No, Moro Gala say, okay, I'm going to break history. No, go find Hilal Liman Baye. Hilal Liman Baye, no, when here. Obribwa is going to make history in this country. Me the man proceed you know ba
yeah sure
na me the be chiri
yeah sure
na me win na me chia
lawyer Nana Obribwahin Deputy General Secretary of the NPP no come at the pa me di na chia e be kasa ma lawyer that's pa me di the chief judge force entry on ya ba lawyer Sami Jemfi is a national communication officer of the NDC on so ba betrase oni ne be chia sisi na mo chia chia na wako okay mo achen ama akwa ba bio safre na do afidie no ato ha na otwe dwumadi na eguso a ye de somo live from Adom TV so ten ka wasempa 94.7 FM lots of your comments on Facebook but ye bejibre na iwia ya kenkan ede ama lawyer Sami Jemfi ekasa de ma NDC ama yokuo no lawyer Atras ye ne no e ba betwetwe enkomo Sami afishapa
Afenkometu
bibi aboko de
that's your bro
ishia ya che
nyame de ache
of na we comment
ye beda onyame ase amamunu na enkoyi a ne amaga na ye de ba yugu sopems
amamunu ne hefa sa na enkoyi
baby fan baby
so won't even single out this sector of the economy also hade as aban no obo no homoden kakra. I'm passing you're getting into details of this conversation.
Medas Mamenchia etiefo nyina. No kwasem ne se wofa o mind Ghana and netibia ye wumi. Na we share all aspects of the economy. Bibia jinsemu. Bibia paska. Enyema mkoye. And I don't know bi obi to me aka se me de na me ye Ghana ni me ho to me. Medjuma sem akatua ye de mame ekoyie ana petro bo ehon hyehyɛ ye na me de ekoyie mame mitimi to petro ana cedi to dollar no ekoyie mame enu nti se me ye dwadini na me kranye maba o mamu ha medjuma koyie ana to a mitua no abafom nti ne ama me ho ahen me kakra anaasɛ me mantamu a mete impuntu a mehia sɛ yɛ nsupa a mepa anom sɛ yɛ maakwan sɛ yɛ schools sɛ yɛ asupitis deɛ yɛhia no yɛnya yɛhu mpuntu wɔ yɛ mantamu menya sure sɛ Ghana ni bi ɔka no koraa betumi akasa asɛm no because ɛba mpuntu a ɔman no ɛkɔ n'akyi ɛnyɛ ma ɛka akyi ma yɛ paa sɛ ba because me hu aban a impuntu nyuma bɔ no te sɛ deɛ dwonso abɔ akokɔ kyɛ aban wei ɛne aban a wɔ Ghana abakɔsɛm mu wanya sika kyɛ aban biara afi wei bɛkɔ na wie yɛ no na sika nko aba aban wei nsɛm total revenue
but surprisingly on impuntu dwuma sɛm lawyer na no bri bo ahin free hair ni abobɔ bebree to the extent say or the aban a compare osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah sɛ ba ne impuntu dwuma
ɛna impuntu dwuma na ɔbobɔ yɛ no ɔkyerɛw baabi a aban wei ba mfie num ni a wɔmenya sika kyɛ aban bia 530 billion cedis in total revenue Mahama Breso the total revenue nya 250 billion ɔmo wɔmenya 530 billion by the end of this year in 6 years total revenue. Inti nana ebobo mpuntu nyuma omaye no utimi chiro hospital ba kokra ban by we mosiana.
If I abobo factories.
There be me say hold on. Factory ba ko ben na aban we by wesi.
Obo Kasapreko obo
but hold on. Kasapreko na nado nisi ye.
There be.
Inti adenti na wo makwan ma na obi bo antwa sa atro we na wo san so de be bisa me question boss interview let me speak
we know say one district one factory no private
97 me kampuntu nyuma aban we ba ya abo no te se de dwonso agba akokɔ na wo koka Kasapreko a menua se ne enkomo no wo se no na obi bu an kampuntu nyuma aban we ba ya o maye no me se wo kyerɛw ba bi aban we ba ye emfie num fie nsia ni no o masi hospital ba akokra
hospital one bosso
o kyerɛw baabi a Ghana ha aban we ba mfie num fie nsia ni o ma si secondary school ba akokra ibisa ba ko bodin
one bosso but can so much
na wunim bi
it's not in my position to do the PR for any political
so don't say na no be boy one meka who take
in fact
sem putu nyuma o say aban we aye ne Kasapreko de a ene de obeka ye na emoguo o ka ne wa ntie ne wa
really
de Ghana fo pe e ya aban a wo ba obetre nsuo nhyehyeye mu ma Ghana fo nya nsupa nom they said the President Mahama din nsupa e ko mampon no President Mahama e ya asama ye ka ne say Barikese water project Mampon water project or ye Konongo Kumawu K3 water project omo pa banya obebe bobosia na obejeje ye to a ode ya supitia si yare ye benya beebi akwaje ayarehwe ni ayaresa te said the President Mahama nkran ha yi nko a or ye Ridge Hospital 420 bed regional hospital na Greater Accra the first quaternary hospital in Ghana, the best in the whole of West Africa. Your friend, University of Ghana Medical Center, 612 bed. They said you were Bank of Ghana Hospital. They said you were Ghana Maritime Hospital. The only hospital in West Africa, a helipad, baby, a shame between see. A hospital, nitiso. A my try and way she and say no be yare no your man pin you cry between the national shame about basic Ghana Maritime Hospital at whatever. They said the President Mahama here do what the street hospital. Or started hospital were for Mena, or started be wo Komewu, or started be wo Abetifi. Or yeah, Upper West Regional Hospital. Esachra Upper East Regional Hospital mu. Tamale Teaching Hospital Phase 2. Sa o mampenyi abanya invest in ayarehwe impuntu no. Eno na Ghana for hwehwe. Ghana for hwehwe abanya obetena konwa so a omu hu suku adan eno betumi amakwan ama Ghana nkoda bebre enye suku mu kwan. They said the President Mahama fiti ase with 124 new secondary schools, community day senior high schools, e-blocks. We mu be 50 be ya nemkra ewom. Oko asante mantem agrekenzema. Oko ofenso suso, oko pakoso, oko dwaso, oko banka. Greater Accra ha be du ni na Ghana fa na 50 we ya nemkoda ekom school be 1,500 to 2,000. Abanya oba ebesi suapon ahodo university. Said the President Mills University of Health and Allied Sciences ewo huwa ene training nurses, ne health workers. They said you're here University of Energy and Natural Resources when we come Sunyania, a training Ghana. Mpenyufo bebre amabunu bebre they said the president Mahama so be University of Environment and Sustainable Development e wo mampenye kufu adu ankasa ni Chrome Eastern Region omo pa aban o yes aban we buy secondary school nsi ba akokra university nsi ba akokra yet wabobosia cha aban bi anya o yusika cha aban bi agege to cha aban bi a enu ti se ye bi sam puntu aban na ya e yesa nyema we president Mahama hwe ekwan ko a enye kaswa interchange si wo kakraka no mu fichire he ya enye circle Dubai interchange si wo kakraka no hwe tia ate traffic so in these areas ama o my corona ye fe impuntu abam hwe adwuma nko ani sika de ba kurum ha
but na no bi bo ahen say what the cycle interchange no we compare
Pokwasi interchange
bibi kiti
na Pokwasi interchange no number 1 I know you know cycle interchange is the biggest interchange in Ghana and one of the biggest in the whole of Africa I know number 1 number 2 Pokwasi interchange na o kire say eno ne bo form as compared to cycle interchange no the what cycle interchange mu no ne kase ne nyema ewo mu no enye no bi na wo Pokwasi mu so common sense will tell you say projects mienu a the scope no e different no yemfa ne bon compare ayesa wo de 3-bedroom self-contained and compare 3-story building. Circle Dubai interchange, it is 3 abronsa ya to aso miensa. Pokwasi be it is 3-bedroom boys quarter. Into untimi fa bo no ntoto ho. The third thing is say Pokwasi bo efukra. Pokwasi interchange sika sem ne hyehyeye ene bosia ya de Pokwasi interchange. Aban be ne koje.
But MPP say
me say enye bat mon central for no let me ask you kasaba
who is supposed to ask
no
questions?
but when we are discussing Pokwasi don't shift it to another place.
No, but
let's finish.
MPP into some who if you ask me here how do you expect me to give you an answer?
Clarify because Nana we see representing Nana
no. But because me nene kasa we any I ask the questions.
But CJ, the point I am making here is if we are dealing with Pokwasi, someone can say, but MPP for say, Mama no see Pokwasi there so. And
I was only trying to make a reference.
But Mami we Pokwasi there no because on citing Pokwasi say almost Pokwasi is better than Circle, and I've shown you that that is not true. Circle is far bigger than Pokwasi, and yema a what Circle interchange with their friend ancillary projects no and also change Pokwasi. It won't even find a walk around compare because these are two different projects with different scope of works. And I may sound what catch us say Pokwasi the no crab ball from Chen Circle. Pokwasi Bosnia ye day no abai be na je. Ibisa. Bosnia ye day no. And this abai na je. $83 million. Why didn't you tell no be why that? What ye too futuru. Eti Pokwasi no mo say eno ne boefo no kwan. Mahama ne kope Bosnia no. Na breso na parliament approve ye. You know it. November 2016. You see then omo fans, omo legacy. So yet no crese impuntu abome no mine ko na chi wo mpuntu nsemu under abanwe. And the ema ne ye areho kra so ne say adwuma ni ho bosha aban ne hye ye nyina so de adwuma eba no emma sika emma nipa botum kakra na ebo ho no so no aban na mamuo boninti no enne ni nyina no aban na eje true petrol a obeda sore bia na atumu a ye start ya fi we 1st January 2022 ni ye top petrol gallon 30 Ghana cedis in less than 3 months ya me no kase ye top petrol ni diesel gallon no from 30 Ghana cedis to 48 Ghana cedis into move of 15 cedis to 18 Ghana cedis per gallon of diesel and petrol in less than 3 months. Ebi si Ghana bakose muda. Ebi ni dollar. Yes, that a few way January. Now we per dollar ba akwa kokwanso akofa dia. Eye 6 cedis 40 pesos. Baby ane boedin pa. Na ebi kura asesa 6 cedis 20 pesos. And that dollar me no ka say akwa ko do 8 cedis 50 pesos. Say aba be do 8 cedis 30 pesos. And unti the na January ya or per $10,000 no. No ohia Ghana sika no 64,000. Titi sika no 640 million. Or say obenya $10,000. And now per $10,000. I guess I was 83 Ghana cedis. Titi sika no 830 billion. And from January to March, Bosiankwe was a wode ukobo e de beka wo dwetire ho ansa na wanya the same $10,000 no akwa akofa de no. Eye 8.3 no minus 6.4 about 1.92 you can say 190,000 to 200,000 Ghana cedis. 19,000 sorry 19,000 to 20,000 Ghana cedis on $10,000. Say $100,000, 190,000 to 200,000 cedis. This is 2 billion. Say 1 million Ghana cedis are $1 million. Nene uhia. Say 22 January. Now pay $1 million a kofa nyema. 6.4 million Ghana cedis now best.
Okay.
Which is 600. Your friend is saying which is 64 billion TTC. And I will pay the same 1 billion now. Obesa 8.3 million Ghana cedis.
So, I mean,
which is 83
I know
so,
you will not like my idea, but see a year dollar calculation here wuye and ye no mampeni da mills e dey ba mampeni mahama apen so yes a calculation no and no crack on ma vice president then vice presidential candidate can say if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you. Say yes a calculation no then we always do this calculation here in Ghana. Edumasem, fuel board during your time. These were the same issues that were people and Ekosoro and Ukran and Ghana for NDC are buying a free ho and the MPP are buying a buy. What I'm trying to say is it looks like the two major political parties the issues now and I'm chance upon. Now, money Ghana for Kasa near the power no ede amamo. I don't know, but we'll come into Honorable Kanoforiata press.
No, so let me answer this near about Kanoforiata.
Mate.
No crazy NDC are buying better na konya so from 2009 to 2016.
Yes.
Same few more training petrol bo kosoro, dollar kosoro. Obi any will be to dispute. But pompon so na kosoro no ni here. Into mu eba petrol mu no ne dodo no eni hia because aban bia ye bo abraboko yanim e na de chi ade sen enye ma bo be kosoro e ma fom aban bia hye wo bo se ade chi ade sen ono wo betena konwa so ama enye ma bo akọ na chi akofom a oboa enye ma bo be kosoro.
I see.
But pompon so na e ko no ene pompon so asika e ba o manfo nsam so ko no
Sami patron be so o si bibi so mame
me patron o ma me me question
you have all the time no na wa o se aban bia hye wo bo se Obama ne otete niema so
man ka se watete niema so
susu bio mame
me se aban bia hye wo bo se obetena konwa so ama niema bo akọ na chi akofom a enya de be kosoro da aban ne boa
that's it to aso mame
because e yeden ya niema bo be kosoro eye den ya dollar no cedi wo ye den ntimi fa no compare dollar be kosoro it is eye den ya it will affect the cedi.
Okay,
are you getting me? So no government can promise zero depreciation of the cedi or a system an economy the cedi will be appreciating against the dollar forever. The cedi ni benya ho de dollar no forever on a sustained basis. NC.
Okay.
And enya de petrol bo ebe konechi eye den ya be kosoro. But I am pompon so petrol bo kosoro enyema bo kosoro as compared to mpempen so aketua abanjumayefo nya adwumayefo engineer nya sika e ba Ghana fo nsam no pompon so e no so kosoro ni hia se enyema bo no kosoro at a certain rate na sika e ba o manfo nsam no so kosoro nkakra e ma nipa no mfili ahokere ne saa but enyema no bo no tumu no kosoro boom na sika ebe omanfo nsam no ekofom anan no emuntumu ni yeketua bia eno na emma nipa subo so mani mu ayeden no enti ye wa akonwa so no ye be di akonwa 2009 na petrol gallon president Kofoko no di jaye 5 Ghana cedis petrol ni diesel 5 Ghana.
Yes.
Ye baye no president Mills e betwa ni mfie 9 president Mahama betwa ni mfie 9 ye fra akonwa so 2016 no na petrol ni diesel bo na free 5 Ghana adu 16 Ghana cedis. But what you
me too.
Enti from 5 to 16 no a ntumu of 11 Ghana cedis in 8 years. And on MPP forecast there be a doso dodo. Na santumu na magana for bre. Jo ma metimu e den onima mamu ye incompetent. Okay. Eti omo di omo ba petrol bo beba for. The tapes are there. And na petrol gallon no any diesel gallon na 16 Ghana cedis as of December 2016 a yefra konya so no e 45 Ghana to 48 Ghana. Utie me
too.
Na kire say president Mills president Mahama the 8 years no 11 Ghana cedis o mo de kan diesel ne petrol gallon bo But in only 5 years, 3 months, and do 6 years in pool, na campus do 8 years. O mampenya Kufuado, ene Yewra Alhaji Bawumia, adding to move 29 Ghana cedis to 32 cedis, and a 2 petrol gallon. More, almost times 3. The 11 Ghana cedis are. President Mama and President Mills, the 3 years, they can't petrol need is a bohon. Or more at the times 3, 29 to 32, 33 Ghana cedis. Akaho in less than 8 years. That is 5 years, 3 months. It would be so much, okay,
but you are doing a simplistic analysis.
No, Patron Manusi will from right.
Okay.
So sound to move, you know, is huge. But we see care by you to move. Last year, petrol gallon, need diesel gallon, it was by 9 Ghana cedis. In percentage terms, you know, it was over 40%. But abayo do my for me the omunkwa na example. Because omo informal sector, napku for pra yuntua onka. Informal sector na odwuma no kofa bi wen. Aban you clueless about creating jobs. Let me even use public sector workers omo de omunya ketua. Omuntu mu e was 4% mewa. 4%. Yeah. Yet petrol nko amuntu mu e buy over 40%. And so 40% into mu na buy last year 2021 no. Also petrol boko soro e affect ade bi e wodwa so aye de faka. Enti inflation, especially food inflation, aduane bo ekosoro chen bibia. And I mean because inflation in almost 16%. So and now could be some more na bayira na say anwabo anadokro bo a in a short period of time we kona epo na kosoro pim. Besika say na eba even abanju my phone sem. 2022 yi ebo na kosoro by almost from 30 Ghana to 45, 48, 15 to 18 Ghana. That's about 70% increase in less than 3 months. Into Musa and Yadama Abayajuma of Wakatia, 7%. Napku for you in National Service for Alawakeke, National Service, and you're buying way coming TV that say National Service Wala 550 so. I'm buying to me Jato or 3 months. 3 months in your Muntia. Leap, Mobra Wafusi car present for this answer, share buy, ye ma here for 30 Ghana, 40 Ghana, a buy way, bear 2 quarters in your Muntia. A contractor for you into your moka buying the moka over 8 billion. Ubi soon health insurance. A fini a buying into your service providers car into health insurance and a private hospital will be our health insurance, they will reject it. Cash and carry. Everybody is struggling. And no one them are making. So let's go to Ken Uforiata. Yes. So if you pick full now your analysis, we say yes, your breast will call you. But Pomponsua air con neno. A chain yet the home yes. Okay, over bit is $1.
Maybe on fuel no. What's your Ken Uforiata announcing some 15 pesos reduction and all that.
And they are the deal crown or they did Ghana for. Say. I feel back. What to petrol need diesel mu 70 pesos in 3 months. They say 70 pesos, 70% in 3 months. Yes, that's it.
But what to know?
Oh, me deregulation. Any deregulation, Mr. Mr. Also, on Casa MPP. It is Casa Yaman MPP for Canada. I will treat ultimately answer with you. And my first question about 15 pesos. Now, remember deregulation one by one. Sir, petrol to moon. I see an increase in the price of a gallon of diesel and petrol, the medical chain, by 15 Ghana cedis to 18 Ghana, from 30 to 45, 48 Ghana. 10 years. That's about 70% increase. Ni pay su beteswa. What's a matter of 15 pesos per liter? In gallon terms, what is 67.5 pesos? Now just say, what the 15 to 18 Ghana cedis out to diesel and petrol gallon so in less than 3 months. Beteswa went in here and you saw 1 cedi. 67 pesos. Impact ben ebenyano at the prices of fuel at the pumps. Impact ben ebenyano Ghana for abra boswa ebetinyama
ya say aban puso or increasing by 15 pesos. You say aban it more than. But so 15 pesos there, you say insult. What kind of logic?
1 to 15 pesos. 1 to 15 pesos in your case anything more than. Or what two cumulatively per gallon 15 to 18 Ghana. That's what we are talking about. It is a better so now better so 67 pesos. enu 80 pesos impo na 90 pesos ako 1 cedi enya tem didi.
Okay, it say
it will not have any impact on the lives of Ghanaians. That's number 1.
Yes.
Number 2, so no, I'll do the dollar analysis later. But let's go to Ken Ofori-Atta's speech because time we know.
Yeah.
You see, and someone Ken Ofori-Atta be kind, me born to tofa miensa. E wo kwan miensa so. The edi kind say, o man ni sika 7 na o ma tetia pansa o ma se no no. Aban we nya na dwen say obi take responsibility. So mo na anya nya me yi nti abasa. Na o ma solve problem no. The o mo anya ni ye ma ne ba asa no. O ma pa no pu mesibire se na be ye bi nsi bi. Rather no, they want to blame problems are yewo mu nyina no on COVID-19 and Russia and Ukraine for Ntokwa, which has got nothing to do with problem are yewo mi. Very little. In fact, they have got very little to do with the entire yawasa huchire we mo. Enti the speech, you know, it was made up of it was full of farcical excuses for government's own failings. The second thing so they say Ken Ofori-Atta's speech, you know. In Shishaya, or see a bind day by a becati expenditure, be a way a day. I want to be back. Yeah, tip it to. Nina to be any way to me address a problem. You now improve. You see, Kassem, baby, is here, Gina. Any of which I got for and also make it. Then the third thing, so they say, and Shishaya, any baby, no, the other two Gano, a Pascu, Sana is a Mranti and Maba one friend, Pascu. A Yansem that dana. MPP for come from 2017 basically 2022 no anya adwuma because omodi o man of na kan but they didn't implement it sincerely no and no one was answer abebo no repeat na all ye net say ya de foforo bi a waba be kan no so I will expose him. So quickly let me go to blame game no enye Russia and Ukraine to kwanti and a petrol bo koso because Russia and Ukraine to kwa no CJ started 24 February of this year afi na edi bese bosome baako ene na miensa but 2021 na Russia for Ukraine for nko ye kra no diesel ni petrol buo in 1 year ekosoro from 21 Ghana cedis per gallon to 30 Ghana cedis 9 Ghana cedis in 2021 alone na ntokwa bi ani ho a free 1st January 2022 ebesi 22nd February ansa na Russia for koto ahye Ukraine for so no na petrol buo akosoro diesel buo akosoro by 3 Ghana cedis per gallon dada in less than 2 months 3 Ghana cedis dada na ntokwa bi amai enti ya mpasa ntokwa ne bae no ntumu ni bia beka ho but my point is ntokwa ne nyamaye kra no na ntumu bumbumu a ye hu bi mpanyin sem da ewo ho and I've shown you the facts obi antimi ni ho achinye mechew ntokwa ne bae no so no international market price no eko America could do $130. What you say? Yeah. A man send you so born na yede to no $130. That doesn't mean say no na Ghana. Sa born no yede to crude ba Ghana because o man ko to crude anya a man send you so born we negotiate for special prices. But the emphasis say could do $130. But then now me know say about for more ba be do $115 per barrel. It is a man send you so born e could do $130 ninti ene petrol ni diesel gallon almost 50 Ghana. I didn't know about 115. No, yantu hunte so. And nunti na me do kotobe afede. I will nimsi kasem. Na asem wo kan ye be na watwe ni no. Me do koso. Said the entire petrol bo koso kese na nya ntokwa bia na international market price bia o. The major factor no dollar na ekomrika no. Cedi na asena. Because BDC now no kwakra oil ne ba no. Okokra or the dollar ne kwakra. January or the $1 million kwakra oil a ohia 6.4 million Ghana. March or the $1 million kwakra ohia 8.5 million Ghana. Straight away no olusu about 2.4 million Ghana cedis 24 billion on just exchange rates. Tadi so ko bobosia. Obeba no ne first one dwetira san. I just say otobuo ni mu not transfer to you and I for consumers. That is the major factor. And until Ghana for nyina so bisa say yewura Alhaji Bawumia oyo mampenye be de akira ono na Ghana sika sem nyina hye ne nsa chairman of the economic management team o mampenye Kufuado say ono de wiase mu nyansa nyina ono na nyame de hye ne team nyansa bu akwa na ode ni be di na be de akire se na be ye obe ma dollar aba form na cedi agina brane na mpampa laji ba womi ebedi akonwa obedwa nanum ka kire say wache dollar de na to prison de won safo akoma IGP no ene owen ya dollar break je ye pe dollar ache na ye ntimi nche no ye nkwa hwehwemu a sa ono alaji ba womi na dollar ache na to prison te say the president Mahama kan no
e de safo na akoma IGP honorable for yata say government arrangement $2 billion pump into the
intimi solve $2 billion bosia na omokwa kobo no enye omumfa koma Bank of Ghana pumping into the system no kure ne say mraso wo so mutu oboka ho nsi ho bosia bebrebe na omabo ene kan mene ye no ho nsi ho no this year nko a bosia ho nsi ho mutu 36 billion first quarter mraso wo so mutu ya sikani ho nti okobo bosia bitu ya ka ho nsi ho ka krebi na beba system ni mu ena Ghana so beto ho say yen kobo bosia dollars na yen fa mbehye system no say the be ya dollar will be available to bring it supply of dollar close to demand.
But
it has never.
But 36 billion first quarter. Say NSO to ya.
Say
36 billion. Say na ukanya. First quarter. Say NSO to ya.
$2
billion.
No, $2 billion.
Yeah.
Dollars in was so mutuya. Interest payment was so mutuya. It's more than $1 billion for this first quarter. But let's go step by step. For better than make can say. So the problem no, and yet Russian Ukraine tina. Full boy day ekosoro na say international market price ni mpokra na ye issue a enka ban no betumi aye hu bibi because Ghana ye tua tax be a friend of price stabilization and recovery levy say ye control mansan dwa so bo of fuel and it is a bo no ekosoro mansan dwa so ye tua to bi 14 pesos per liter of diesel and 16 pesos per liter of petrol aban na jeje sika no na onfante bo no so maye uni sa aban betena konwa so mfie num yin sa to no nko na waje Ghana for be 3 billion Ghana cedis adenti na ban ntimi mfante amansan dwa so bo no kakra na petrol bo ma fom because sika no obedi ni nyina ebiem amansan dwa so bo of oil kosora enchireze Ghana we lose totally the petrol na ye kokraba ye togu ye kam na ne bo kosoro because no ye kraba ba on se nyame so acha ye oil ni bia yeso ye tudi kwa amana ne koton enunti se afe no ye be fiti ase ne yesese se amansan dwa so bo no this year yesese se ye benya $61 per barrel ne Russia and Ukraine to kwaniti ebo na kodu $100 and over ne chese Ghana oil so sika oil so mfaso na ye senke ye benya no ye hyehyɛ se ye benya no 2022 no ye benya times 2 enti eno ne friend win for profit so mfaso no ade na ban no ntimi fa ebi nso omanfo asere no mfanto petrol so. The main reason tia petrol boko is the dollar, and the second minor reason is because of taxes no mo dia busu na ban baako o the boiler tax 10 pesos per liter ato petrol and diesel so 2021 year o the new energy sector levy so the koyem punto 20 pesos per liter sika no so mo jeje na mo di ni nyina and no the rent private jet no our the wiem share na masiri se wa bro ni mo ne de keka ho no so yes that is the problem so full the any time until no me ye ni tienti now we COVID-19 o mo bele mu ya enye COVID-19 na petrol bo akosoro ena enye COVID-19 so nti na ye dollar na depreciate ye nti asiesa hwe 2019 COVID eba Ghana ye record your first case of COVID 12 March 2020
yes.
But 2019 ye cedi no ye dollar no cedi ni depreciated by 12.9%. 12.9% in 2019. And unti it is a ma ho kire by eno na be kaya aban no say ekote committee say omo kwa investigate the entire cedi depreciated. Okay.
Yeah.
Mikita story no 17 January 2020. Government inaugurates committee to investigate depreciation of cedi. 17 January 2020 na COVID abagana. That's what I was saying about 12 months.
Yeah.
So the problem is not COVID. Your cedi was already depreciating before COVID. Yekaya no na many ye because almost the can free 120 billion. As at the time Mahama Ifra Kunyaso, edu 361 billion. As I say. Because of Bosi Omabo and the reason why Bosi and say Bosi Omobo Biano, Nanado, Nema Minuabano, your May photo sound for Kenufuriata ya, ye can answer me. Bosi Aye Bobiano, or no, the company agency fee, on your friend transaction advisor fees no oje ne share nti ono bobosia abosia ne mene Ghana for emri chirima no ese o man ida ache no oje ne percentage oje agency fee it is omo age say sika ni billions of cedis then we bobosia no from 120 billion to 361 billion aban bie ni wa bobosia sa omo ye frɛ konwa so ma ha me frɛ konwa so na ye ka ho si ho a yetua na fe bia 14 billion na yetua 2016 and yetua ye ka ho si ho plus ye ka debt service 46 billion and ne Ghana taxes are ye gigi nyina ye de mu ohamu chichemu du okono over 90% etua ade ba akopɛ ye ka ne ye ka ho si ho
okay
and unti that is the problem mobobosia no edi no manum mobobosia no manfa anya japade e ka mene Ghana and unti ama investors ni nyina hu say ye koso bo Ghana bosia ebedu ba bi ne ye peye sika yensa anya dan enka
okay
enunti me patro ma me fa ha issue
first mame
enunti ena enyuma yokuo te say Fitch ni Moody's nyina downgrade Ghana no also Fitch the aba B-, Moody's CAA1 Ghana nko sa ate bia ni mu da what does that mean the kire ne say ene ye sika sam na tete apansam investor bia ni confidence wo yemu it for the first time since we became a lower middle income country 2007 and Oman Penyuku ye kwa manse bia so kobo bosia Eurobond $750 million say afi we nko a Ghana ntimi nko capital market nko bobosia because obi aso mpeye ni mahwe interest ye kwa nke yenya no ye kwa bobosia nke yenya no na ye 8% no and omodi akọ 15% so kire say
me did say no tina buy na say or share homegrown policies ebetimi abo ama
the homegrown policies on deba mienu sa na work no for yata statement ni mu paragraph 7 or say or the 10 billion cedis you use that and our Batampa case oboa okohe budget ni mu a 1 billion cedis and omutwa for use that not 10 billion. These are the people who claim say they read but check paragraph 7 last sentence we page 4 or say our 10 billion cedis use that program will be the most historic intervention for youth employment in our country. Omo the use that 10 billion be created.
No, but budget ni mo who say homegrown policies they be implement e-VAT, e-commerce, e-gaming initiatives by
so I will come there.
By the end of
let me start from you start. So you start no 1 billion and we try to budget 10 billion. The kind of speech in no boa entro. 1 billion no we try to budget in mo so no. Almost say 385 million penny a buying or my Ghana anka say sika omo de you start no bra. Emu 615 million there. Say ye now for the beche development partners in farmeche and ya wo economy atete apansami wan na ba beche osika it is 615 billion emma and 385 million okra no munya because ene wo hwe total revenue omo to mbenya no 2022 na 100 billion but aban ni so be di 137 billion na che say ye wo deficit of 37 billion ayeni I just aban ne ko bobosia so na you start an issue and abusia so no obi am person obehwe wanimi o into you start emma okay one district one factory
sami me ba mama kwan ma ko ni nyina but e baby wo ho you say me tie usisi e you say country broke country no broke we are dey inside but as a more paint picture ne say o man no enko fam enko emmemo enso so egu a ye nyina
one so man enko fam yes say the entire woman na kwate bia we mu no yen hwehwem ne yehu sa no kore no na ban ni nyintum no nya say oblemu covid-19 oblemu minority
but aban na dia tum say I mean
CJ, can you allow me to answer your questions when you ask one question
akochire no wo ho but yeah aban na dia tum say akochire ne de o tum so man ni mu ayeden
na de ne de akochire na ba o say covid de ne de akochire na ba o say Russia and Ukraine and I make sure say say na o mo kan nya no kore sa and I've shown you say enye Russia and Ukraine tin na ma petrol bu akosoro enye covid-19 tin na ma CDA depreciate because covid-19 ma ye kwa na CDA depreciate 12.9% ama ya kwato committee no mfaso bi increase so ama covid-19 ma wonte say World Bank country director abeka say covid-19 ma ye no na Ghana economy ni say dada wonte
no but who ode ma yemfa multimedia high cry was say ka say e say ka covid some clients are no mo your advert wa ha covid buy lots of them almost reduce friends saying contract and no money because they memoir we as a private entity I can speak for us
yes.
And you say yeah the blame no partly
na example ya we covid-19 buy no multimedia for more the covid levy aba more the covid tax aba
and I said you can't susa in susan so COVID no
for example now we and this will cast as you want to speak alone?
No.
Okay, then speak.
But both
because if you it's a both of us must talk. If you ask questions, wait for the interviewee to answer.
No, but
you cannot ask questions and after one sentence where you ask another question. No, that is not right.
Many.
What if it's a question? You know, we let me answer. This is our question. Because what my multimedia answer. So let me answer that. Because for example now we are because unlike multimedia, COVID are affecting revenue because adverse seek from.
Yes.
Are buying the taxes are from because of COVID-19. 2019, before COVID, are buying edge tax revenue 42 billion cedis. 2020 COVID buy and we 45.3 billion more than the union in 2019 or exceeding the target for 2020. Google GRA exceeds revenue target for 2020. A graphic online story. Sika taxes don't want to buy per 2020 unlike multimedia. 2021 a buying car so budget taxes 55 billion. Are we on?
No, we are live. Yeah.
A buying car so budget taxes 55 billion or 56 billion. So you can't compare Ghana buying way to multimedia. And because whereas tax revenue bar from now, I buy with tax revenue where exceeding the target. And exceeding the target because I buy when kwani I buy will be bremua. Or say COVID ababa be send a man for nyuma e dia ho kiraba. And so was also the COVID. No, I said the or the will be the HIV tax aba. While the COVID tax aba, you tuan on NHIL, you tuan on VAT. And yema free or more in 2020 the rainy abenya. O man can say you tax on over go. So you can't compare the two. And a COVID-19 is untino, TMU, multimedia, IMF wama wiska. COVID-19 ti IMF ama Ghana buying $2 billion. A buying BNI wa Ghana bako say IMF ama the $2 billion. COVID-19 ti World Bank ache Ghana sika $430 million. Multimedia, World Bank ache musika. COVID-19 ti abayi we akọ Bank of Ghana akọ bobosia 20 billion Ghana cedis. COVID-19 ti Ghana all you sika president Mills president Mahama pede to ho say bibi boni ato yenche bi to ya yemfa support to mine no $200 million aban we akwakofa COVID nti sika nko aban we nya na omani na so over 36 billion Ghana cedis. So you don't compare multimedia to government like that. COVID ne kra boa wo mo ama omanye sika more but omadi sika ni na. For example almost say last year secondary school for BU school Sikam ko amode to face mask, hand sanitizer, any Veronica bucket ma secondary schools kakre wukrum way. $100 million equivalent to 6 you can say 600 million Ghana cedis, which is equivalent to 6 trillion cedis. 3 weeks of lockdown omo ye nu Kumase ne Kaswa ne kan ha.
Onyin this omo
say your chrono. Auto face mask mienu ya you turn on there 50% for traffic mo ema nkra kakra bi na nkra secondary school cry waga no mu 1 million na ukoto Veronica bucket bokiti aye wo rensa wo mu mienu de ma secondary school na sanitizer konko nkitinkiti wo cha akra bi abaako a eno ye 6 trillion wonu wa adokoro ne nchinam emu nu kusua nam kra na so ema hiafo kakra bi wo Kumase ne Kaswa sika se na de ye ya o si 55 million Ghana 550 billion. For COVID, one bomb mine chrono as sika, and that is why minority see yanko yuhem COVID expenditure mu almost monti asiano. Share COVID-19 Ghana nkwa ni nya COVID-19 ana. Say we are seeing na yare meboa. Ti Nigeria nya COVID-19. Burkina nya bi, Togo nya bi. Ama ye twa ye mo hye nyina nya COVID. Omumu dodo sen na omu sika depreciate te se Ghana. Omumu dodo say na omo debt to GDP di omo katoto sika wo omo economy hu nyina atwam 80% say de Ghana de do 83%. Omumu dodo say na nya budget deficit ye ka budget deficit a eye sika ba wunsem as compared to sika wudi revenue minus expenditure. Say you negative then you have a deficit. Eye positive you have a surplus. Sa mama ye twa ye hwehia no 2020 na COVID ba ye omu nyina nya COVID ni bi no obi a deficit was around 5, 6, 7%. Will be any 7%. Ghana your deficit was 15.7%. You know why? Because 2020, your total revenue was 55 billion cedis. Okay. But a bino D 105 billion. 2021, YJJ 70 billion total revenue. Abayini di 111 billion. Now, bobra, na bosomi yetua oka multimedia 1,000 Ghana. Be bosomi ne beko de we no di 15 million a wonye kuhwini. Obebo asesa umobra papa bia. Sa sika no di abroso because they wanted to win power no. Eno na ama ye Canada also because who created deficit na. Sika wundi na wedi no. You have to go and borrow to finance the deficit. As you borrow, oka hunsi wone woka wutua no doso. As oka hunsi wone woka wutua no doso no, usika eba wonsem nyina de be ye sa ade no. Enti enei wote ye ka ne ye ka hunsi mu free sika eba ye nsem. Na wote aban adwuma ye fo sika free mu a sika no e beba ye nsem 2022 ni nyina asa. Se ye pese ye gota mpo a ana ye patch potwo mpo a agese ye kobobosia. Wabo man no. Enu nti na obi aso mpese odi ni sika be enu so nti just 30 seconds. Enu so nti ema investors o musika wo Ghana dada no obi atwi ni sika na ye den e free akọ. Enti ono otwe akọ a e friend of capital inflow reversal. Wo hu se Fitch downgrade you, Moody's downgrade you. Why you broke? One way year ni sika odi aba be sha na be hye. Enti wo se me pe mi sika akọ wo ye 91 day treasury bill time as wo se me ji mi sika. Me reinvest it. Or your 182 treasury bill, 182 day treasury bill investment. 6 months now, so I say me Jimisika.
Sammy.
Or the qua me chemo me told the TCD need depreciate.
Yeah, land
or GCD now be kwa per dollar at all. And so when you have a higher demand for dollar, abroad dollar in system anymore, your CD will depreciate. Okay, that Sammy, is the reason. It is solution and they say yes, yes, on mine
because me baby sir.
Solution
between now and 2024. Picture out paint, you know. Na say I'm sure 2024 be do na say Ghana for nyina adama na ya se ahye because enye kura what must be done a day and I say aban no oye
there was aban na ye ne say number 1 bosia no e was o moteso say aban we pa pese oboa ma Ghana ye fira ho kire we mu a na sidi ni gina brane a on ka say o san so ko bosia another $2 billion because budget ni mu no o twa say bosia obebo no in dollars, and their finance deficit, no, $750 million for 2022. $750 million. And then, Opesika Kutia Wakahunsi Wintin, also $2 billion. Meaning, say, by March, what created deficit of $1.25 billion. Who the best CD more over 9 billion cedis deficit. And I back out deficit. No? And it is a what expenditure by 30%. And expenditure, no, on say, I buy expenditure, I mean, 5. I feel we 2022 I say the total expenditure be 137 billion. So that 137 billion I nyema nu. Aban adwuma yefo sika compensation and no ntimi nkate ma ne ye 36 billion upo bitua. And ye what debt servicing, interest payment ye ka ho si ho and ye ka mra so was yetua amortization. And also ye 46 billion. And no ntimi nkate. CJ utime. And you want the third one, which is statutory payments, common fund, get fund. Yeah. For 200, and run a shell, Ghana infrastructure, investment infrastructure fund. Say for sika kotum, one fund kotum wabumara. So you can't cut statutory funds. So what they are cutting, you find a non-discretionary expenditure. Just say, enyema aban was to control and no do bet me aye ho bibi.
Say yen tokas foforo.
Eno ne enyema miensa. Good. Eno ne enyema miensa. Utime. Eno ne enyema miensa. Sa enyema eno ne enyema mienu. Eno ye friend goods and services. Ka sa enyema no. Ena capital expenditure sika ye de impuntu nyuma, infrastructure, akwan school, ne de keka ho. Eno if capital expenditure for 2022 is 16 billion cedis. Goods and services, sika abmino de be did juma, 9 billion, and no 25 billion in total. It is almost 30% of that. Do the math. Almost only 7.5 billion cedis.
I think that's not enough.
But some 7.5 billion cedis now all cutting, which maybe say they won't even cut it. I will show you why they won't cut it. Hey. But let's even assume, let's even assume say they can even cut it. What cut 7.5 billion? Yes. What make you saving?
Yes.
So your deficit now moved from 37 billion to 29.5. Because your total revenue is 100.5. You can't get it, but let's assume they will get it, 100.5. And your total expenditure is 137 billion. So your deficit is roughly 37 billion.
Yeah.
And I also will be cutting it by 7.5, which is 30% of 25 billion. The 25 billion is capital expenditure of 16 billion plus goods and services of 9 billion. And they had discretionary expenditure. So that 25 billion, look at it, 30%, I will be 7.5. It is free 37, and 29.5. But first quarter year March, who created another deficit of 9 billion. You know why? Because who can say, $750 million, and the external financing. Oh, it's a see also $2 billion. Because who pisika kwa kutua ukahusi. Now they are stabilizing. See, me boy, just na waka. So $2 billion, boss, ya no kojia, and no kwa the 15 billion beka Ghana ka ho. The one budgeted for now, me budget deficit about to require 9 billion. So 9 billion cedis, it wipes out the 7.5 billion now so be cutting. It sounds to jaw an extra deficit of 2 billion. And unti, and now when we say, we are increasing revenue, we are cutting expenditure, but our deficit projection of 7.4%. And no one. That is what there was a we need. Yeah. And number one, Bossy and the Jai. Sa 2 billion yo mokwakoji. Omonye $750 million na. And no my budget. Sa 1.25 billion extra na mo monje. Na ma wo kaninti minya den emra from kakra. Because problem na ye kanika wunsi enu na edi sika ni nyina. Enu so nti na investors ni suru a omo di sika obia e pull out ni sika no. So reduce accumulation of debt no. Now reduce with debt service burden. Now expenditure sika would di 137 billion no. Te so 7.5 billion no kwa no untimi nte so but aban ni betumi ayenye bia obetumi dia te expenditure so significantly. Okay. Na mame ncho de ntia me 7.5 no omonte no because unim de ntia. Aban ne say afiwe oma ministry bi antoka foforo. Meboa, eno ye one expenditure cut. Obia moratorium on the purchase of new cars. Foreign travels near the Obia wutie mi bia check paragraph 329 of the 2022 budget. Asem we nya asem foforo, kenofori ataka na wo ho. Oka no budget ni mu kura nsa na obabeka nene. Oka investors na ntie ye dada na rehash of old promises. Why? Because 2017 chief of staff Emma directive said ma obi antoka. But ministries need breachy to new cars, including fisheries ministries. Go and check. This directive was given in 2017 and breached. It has been repeated in the 2022 budget. It is nothing new. They never keep those kind of directives. On the busubian. On the tax exemption bill. Can you forget a speech? No more yen it said they are the forefront. But paragraph 320 of the 2022 budget now. Dada na wakano wo. Investors net ye o man fan yadwuma because o munyi ni. Or see ghost names say wo pay room o be ye flo 5 years when ti be fan clear ghost names. I think now be clear ghost names. One be jiwedi. Dada na paragraph 323 of the 2022 budget e wo mu dada. And bear in mind say e da o kan budget wie ye no. Ade chen ya. E na investors ne say wo ye nyu ni. Enti wo bonds no now we bosia wo capital market a wunya interest of 8% no. Ya pajamu dia ko 15%. Ade chen ya na Ghana you lose access to the capital market because in some way okokan ye no. Investors ni hu say no kure bi anim. Okay. Or say property tax omo be je free assembly for sem na ban na nkasa ajeje. E wo paragraph 247 of the and paragraph 303 of the 2022 budget. Dada na. Also mo be debt reprofiling. Paragraph 259 of 22 budget. Dada na nothing new. Or say omo be kate foreign according to foreign travels. Yes. Omo give us a directive no on 21st March 2017. Emre ni waka meka ni nyina kire. Opa bo chief of staff e director say memo bi entu kan just wenya approval. Dada na eno so anya de kan omo ba be renegotiate IPPs. Dada na omo kan the same thing on September 28th 2020. So what am I telling you? These policies have been announced before, but they yielded nothing because Abine ended so. But assuming without admitting Abine bedi sukra, it will only lead to a cut in expenditure of a little above 7.5 billion. Okay. And Bosiana or Mokwa Kwajini will wipe that away. So a cost 90. So our solution to them. Monte Bosiana so dodo. Monte so na expenditure no monte so significantly what they say omobobo nyemo mbitwa so what they say omampenia kufu ado private jet ya ohan de 2 quantities Arabian King no what they say omo ka say no do bitwa
say jet no there
I don't know one can one
na say fly commercial
I mean Dubai no nko a Dubai no nko a wo say yamo na ba so wo CJ wo first no mpo no na wo 2 kwan a or rent private jet no Boeing 737 one hour bia cost Ghana oh me
maami awoda
oh okay me special but we still have some 5 minutes let me make this the point I'm making is first no na do 2 kwan a ye wiem hye no so ompe nti wo ko rent foforo ne na friend Boeing 737 one hour bia Ghana ye bo nka 1 billion ya pakesi wo kra and as they say or say ya kakra manibu afunti on high plane ni biem e dey say no wa bo plane na transe wa lease plane no ya ka say obi a lease plane ati ase dey chere say plane wa kwaje asi wo esi terminal 3 obetu kwan yo on to kwan one hour bia ye bo nka 1 billion you are not cutting these things and you are deceiving Ghanaians.
It's always a pleasure
and by the way on the salary just 5 seconds on the salary
no I mean our time is up.
5 seconds on the salary
Deputy National Communication Officer of the NDC Kwaku Buahin or say ne maami birthday Madam Comfort Ofosu Sewa aka Yama happy birthday. Me the chief J Force ye ko insure the tactical board ayala mo I will stand by lawyer dance pa ye face here order send Accra now